Hi guys, I'm Ellie and welcome to the mid-year book Freakout. So I co-created this tag, I suppose, like 4 years ago with Chammy from Read Like Wildfire, and here's the 2016 edition. There are a few different questions from last year. If you saw the video or the blog posts that went up. So yeah, let's get started. So there are 14 questions. I can't remember how many we had last round. I think there was 15, but we cut a couple and changed a few, so it's a little bit different. You know, mixing it up. So let's get started. Question 1 is the best book you've read in 2016 so far. So, Of the Water's Wrath by Elise Cover. This is the 4th book in the Air Awakens series. This is one of my favourite series of all time. The first book is Air Awakens, and I read 2 of these books this year. I read Earth's End, which is the 3rd one, and then this one, and I have the 5th one. So it's just incredible, and I love this series so much, and it's already pretty hyped up. I suppose maybe not in the booktube community, but it's around a lot in the blogs that I follow, and a lot of my friends have read it, so it's incredible and you should all read it. Okay, a lot of these books I don't have, so for the first time ever we're gonna have that picture thing here. Number 2 is best sequel you've read in 2016, and for me that is The House of Hades by Rick Riordan. I already love Rick Riordan and I love Percy Jackson so much, but this was definitely a favourite for me. I read it in January or February. I think I finished it in February, and I just love the book so much. I still haven't read the last book. It's currently in Europe and I am in Australia, so it's kind of difficult to read, and I don't want to buy another copy when I've already got a copy, so we're just gonna wait until it arrives, but it should be great fun. Okay, number 3 is new release you haven't read but want to. I'm really bad at keeping up with new releases. I think I've read 5 books that came out this year, so I'm a little behind, but I picked 2 for this one. I have The Winner's Kiss by Marie Rutowski, 3rd and final book in the Winner's Curse trilogy, and I just can't read this because I can't have this book be over. It's just not gonna work for me. Yep, and then I also have here The Raven King by Maggie Steve Archer. Yeah, I haven't read it. I have it on hold at the library and I'm hoping I can get to it. Number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of the year. Again, I picked 2. I have the Boundless Sublime by Lily Wilkinson. She's one of my favourite Australian authors, and I believe this book is about cults. I don't really know, I just saw her name and was like, yes, I will have you. And then I also have Dead Girl Society by Michelle Chris. I think she was the same author who wrote Hexed, which is this witchy book that I really wanted to read and just haven't got around to it. I think it came out in 2014, so I'm really behind. But this book, I believe, has a main character with cystic fibrosis, I think it was, or something to that effect, and I'm all about disability and illnesses in YA, so why not? Number 5 is biggest disappointment. biggest disappointment, in fact. And for me that was Girls on Fire by Robin Wasserman, or Wasserman, I don't know. Anyway, I really liked one of her books, which I've now, the Book of Ink and Shadow, Blood and Shadow, something like that. So I was really excited about this one, and I got it off NetGalley, I think. And I read like 30% and I just couldn't. It was just like about these two girls and they had a very toxic friendship, and I am not about the toxic friendships. So I had to DNF it. And I was really disappointed because I really liked her. I don't know that it was her first book, but I really liked the first book by her that I read. So now I'm not sure whether she even has any other books out for me to try. But yeah, wasn't a fan. Number 6 was Biggest Surprise. That's The Sound of the Heater, because it is bloody cold in Melbourne right now. Yeah, biggest surprise for me was The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and it's like a FBI psychic special force thing, but they're like teenagers and they have all these like special, they're not like powers, they're just like skills, like they're not supernatural or paranormal or anything like that, they're just like skills. I wasn't sure that I'd like it because it has a pretty shitty cover, let's be honest, but yeah, it was incredible and now I can't wait to read the rest of the series. Number 7 is Favourite New Author, which can be a debut author or just a new to you author. For me that was Holly Bourne. I've only read one of her books so far, which was Am I Normal Yet? But she's definitely probably my favourite new author of this year. I can't really think of anyone else that stood out so much. Yeah, Am I Normal Yet was just an incredible book about mental illness and female friendships, and it was just so yeah, I really liked it. 8. Newest fictional crush. I actually struggled with this one, which is saying something, because usually I could like pick a guy like Al like that. I could be like, yes, you are my favourite. But a lot of the ones that I read were old fictional crushes, like, yeah, so I went with John Barton from Looking for Ella Brandy by Melina Marchetta. And if you've read this book, then you might think that's a little bit weird, but I just really liked him for some reason. This is an incredible book. OzYA, just love it. And then, whoops, I got a little bit too happy about throwing that. I also thought that maybe Will from the Amber Spyglass, or more importantly, actually from The Subtle Knife, because I haven't read this one yet, spoiler for the end of the video. But yeah, I really liked Will from what I'd seen of Will, so we'll see. This book could make or break him for me. I know he's probably like 15 and I'm almost 21, but it's fictional, it's okay, it's not weird. Okay. Number 9 is newest favourite character. So for me that is Joanna from Salt of the Sea by Rita Sepetys. I don't know if any of you would know this, but if you follow my blog, you would. I'm in love with the book Between Shades of Grey by Rita Sepetys, and this is like the companion. It's like that, the other side of the story. Like, this is one girl and this is like the girl's cousin. Joanna is the girl's cousin, and it's just really good, and it's World War II, and I love World War II, and I just, so many tears. No one can break my heart like Rita Sepetys can. So yeah, I really like Joanna, She's just really smart and caring, and I just really like that. It suits the story. I just really like it. Number 10. Book that made you cry. I cried like a freaking baby. I really did. Like, it was just, that was the thing that happened, and I was just like clutching onto my soul and sobbing. Like, no, you can't do this to me, Elise. This is just not okay. It is not. But also, it's still one of my favourite books. Okay. Number 11 is Book That Made You Happy. For me, that was How to Be a Woman by Caitlin Moran. It is a sort of like a feminist memoir-y sort of thing. It doesn't actually teach you how to be a woman, but it's sort of like Caitlin Moran's experiences growing up, and it was just really good, and it was really funny, and I love Caitlin Moran. It was the first book of hers I'd read, but I've seen so many interviews of her and read like articles she's written, and now I just love her. So yeah, I definitely recommend it. Number 12 is Most Beautiful Book You've Bought so far this year, or received. I picked one that I bought, and that was The Boat by Nam Lee. This is an Australian Penguin classic. Just look at it. And it's even got like blue edges. I had to buy this for class. I haven't read it yet because my class hasn't started, but it is so beautiful, and yep. I like doing this. This is like my thing. Like, squish beautiful books into my face. Like, become part of me, will you? I also have a cold. I'm sorry if I keep sniffling. It's probably really annoying and disgusting. I'm really sorry. Number 13, the last book related question. I've lost one of my books. And that is, let's move this over here now. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? So many. So many. Cute picture of me drowning in books, which I don't actually have because I don't know how I would take that picture by myself. Anyway, I have 3 that I've picked out. I'm trying to finish some series this year. I'm really bad at finishing series. So I picked out 3 that will finish series for me, and here they are. The Amber Spyglass by Philip Pullman, and yep. And I also have the Retribution of Dyer by Michelle Hogan. I still haven't finished this series. I don't know whether I actually like this series anymore. I gave away, or I traded my copies of the first 2 because I just wasn't going to reread them, and then I borrowed this from the library, and yeah, I just want to finish it. I know a lot of people were disappointed by this book, so I just want to kind of be done with it. Sorry if you like this series. And then finally, I have Burn by Juliana Bayet. For Ribsat, last round, I read Pure, which is the first book. I haven't read the second book, which is Fuse, and this is the third and final. But I picked it up from the library so that I can force myself to read Fuse, to read this, and to be done. And I really like it as a series. I think it's great. So we have the 14th and final question, which is favourite book community member. And I've put members because I couldn't pick one person. So I have, all these links will be here and below. So I have my very, very gorgeous friend Anika from Hiding Books, which is a blog. She's awesome, and we're going to die in the apocalypse together. It's going to be great fun. I also have Anna from A Case 4 Books, who I don't know, but I just really love her videos. Yeah, so she's linked there too. And then I also have my amazing friend Val, from The Innocent Smiley. She's one of my closest blogging friends. She's awesome. She's a little bit evil. We're also going to die in the apocalypse together. It's going to be great. And then we have my friend Ing, who's also my critique partner, and her blog is Of Wonderland, and it's brand new and it's gorgeous, and yeah, she's awesome. As well as talking about books and writing, she also talks about anxiety and depression. She has this great post called Stock Up on Smiles that are just like, she's linked you to happy things on the internet and they are a joy, and you should all follow her. And then I have my friends from the Starlight Collective, my dinosaur girl squad. So I have the lovely Miranda of Books 101, who I talk about all the time. She's one of my bestest friends ever. I love her. She'll be linked everywhere. Then there's also Kat from Steaks and Steels, who's on YouTube. Most of the others are bloggers, that's why I mentioned those two first. And then we have Angel from Angel Reads, and Angel is so nice, and you should all follow Angel. She also does these awesome interviews with OzYA authors, and you should definitely check them out. And then of course we have our illustrious leader, Millicent. She's an author. Her book is The Last King, so I'll link that below, and she blogs at Millicent Bell. And I hope to God I said your last name right, just said Mil. We also have Lou, who doesn't have a blog or anything, but she has an Instagram and her pictures are awesome. And yeah, she's really nice too, so you should follow them. And of course we have Ebony. If you watched my videos like ages ago, yeah, I used to mention Ebony in a lot of them. She is part of the Melbourne book group that we had, and she's one of my really good friends, and she's such a nice person. She used to do bookshoot videos, but she doesn't anymore, and she doesn't blog very often at the moment, but she's coming back. She is. So yeah, I'll link her. And finally, of course, I have my best friend Michelle, who I would not be on this earth without. So she used to booktube, but she doesn't anymore, and she is now my co-blogger on my new blog Teen Titles. Well, it's almost a year old, but it's still a new blog. Yeah, she's my best friend. Her booktube name was Lovely Girl Reads, so you can guess that she's kind of a lovely girl who reads. Yeah, and I just love all of them. They're my little squad, and I never thought I would have a squad, to be honest. But yeah, they're just great, and you should definitely go and follow them all if you don't already. So there we go. Let's put that down there. That was my answers for the mid-year book freakout. Remember to make your own video, and obviously we don't have, like, on the blog we had a linky you could add your links to. We don't have that, so just comment your video that you did a video, or tweet it to me. My Twitter is at @ElysiumJane, Jane with a Y, like my name. Yeah. Yeah, I'll link that, and then I might create like a playlist or something in case people want to go and marathon these. I hope some of you join in, and I will see you all next time with a new video, which is going to be in this brand new location as well. Okay.